What's up, y'all? It is Church with Caleb here, and we got a special guest for Testimony Tuesday. My girlfriend, Madeline One.
Hey, so like you said, I'm Madeline, and I'm just gonna get right to it. So I grew up in a household where church was a priority. We were there every Sunday morning, every Sunday night, every Wednesday night. So I knew from an early age what was expected of me. So one night, it was about fifth or sixth grade, we had a revival at my church, and we went. And in the middle of worship, I just remember being really overwhelmed, more so emotional. And I remember just thinking, you know what? I love God. So I walked down the aisle and I prayed a prayer. And my pastor wanted to meet the next day just to discuss things. So I met with him and he asked me what happened. And I didn't have an answer. I was just like, I just know I love God. And so, rightfully so, he had some concerns and he just asked me to go home and pray about it. So I left feeling really embarrassed. I didn't want anybody to know. So I made a promise to myself that night that nobody was going to find out. Nobody would know that I had not been saved. And so I started to live my life as the perfect Christian girl. Um, Going into my eighth grade summer, my youth pastor asked me to go to Super Summer, and you have to have been baptized, and you also have to tell your testimony. And I knew right away I couldn't fake my way around that. So I made up an excuse. My ninth grade year, with one of my friends, we created a group called God's Girls, and we led devotions every week. So I had done a really good job. And then my sophomore year summer, I went to a camp, and the speaker asked us on the first night, he said, if you're willing, I want you in here to just pray that if the Lord has anything he wants to do in you this week, that he would do it. So I prayed that prayer. And sure enough, the next night, I just felt the call of the Lord. I knew that I was a sinner and I couldn't save myself. I had tried for years to do that, and I couldn't do it. And I was so tired of pretending. And so I accepted salvation and I accepted him as my Lord and my Savior. Um, and it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. It wasn't until the summer before my senior year I truly started to live my life for the Lord. I went to Super Summer, and it just changed everything for me. It changed how I viewed my faith and um, just how I lived my day to day life. Um, so, if I could just offer any words of encouragement, you're never too far gone. Um, and then the last thing I would say is just we can never act good enough to earn our salvation. It's never going to work. Believe me, been there, done that, tried it. It doesn't work. But the gift of salvation is free. It's a gift and it's ready for you to accept at any moment. So that's all I have.